Hello. Um, so today is July 14th, 2019. Time is like 3:28. Um, my appointment is tomorrow on the 15th at 2, but I thought it would be a good idea to sit down and sort of kind of document myself moment to moment through this whole this whole thing to kind of just get my I guess just kind of just capture myself through this whole process. I know it's only the first initial appointment, but I thought it would just be a good idea because I'm very excited and nervous and I have really nothing else to do. So here I am doing this. Um, after presently I'm not really doing anything other than just kind of waltzing around just after a late night. So basically, what happened last night is I was up really late until like 2 in the morning. I went to sleep, kind of slept in, and then woke up around like 9ish, 10ish, so I could get the rest of my homework done for my creative writing class for the rest of this week. Um, and then I took a nap, and then woke up not that long ago, showered, cleaned myself up, and now here I am, pacing around with my camera. Um, so yeah, as for how I'm feeling right now, I'm basically just kind of anxious and nervous, just trying to pass time, really. So what I'm probably gonna do is sit down and play some games, do some of that fun media stuff to pass the time, and yeah. But other than that, I feel like it's business as usual. I don't really feel that too jittery, as like emotional and as jittery as I could right now. But who knows? um, yeah. So I'm gonna go do that now. So okay, so it is almost 7 now. I've been playing Red Dead Redemption 2 for the past couple of hours, and I'm taking a break from that because, for some reason, big open world like RPGs of like big open world games of that caliber tend to strain me faster than most straightforward linear experience, like simpler open world games or linear experiences. It's the reason why it took me like around 2 years to finish The Witcher 3, and the reason I've yet to finish a Bethesda RPG. It's just those games really take it out of me. So I'm deciding whether or not I want to, check out my village in Animal Crossing New Leaf, or if I want to play a couple towers in Mortal Kombat 11 because hey, it's Mortal Kombat. It's one of my favorites, favorite fighting games and everything. So yeah. But I thought that, but while I was playing the game and kind of just doing my thing, a thought did cross my mind. Yesterday I did have another session with my therapist, and something that did come up during the session, and that's also been kind of something that's lingering on in my thoughts, has been the whole thing of doubt. Um, in this context, it was just kind of mentioned. It's like my therapist asked me, it's like, do you have any doubt about the process, about HRT, about the process of that? Is there like, are you having any doubts? Is there any reason that they may be thinking you're not making the right choice here? And my response to that was no, not a doubt in my mind, because for me it's like I've done the research, I've done the reading, and I know wholeheartedly that this is what I want, and there's not a doubt in my mind about that. I imagine for maybe some others who might be skeptical or not be 100% certain about what it is they want to, to feel complete or feel whole with themselves, I can understand that. But for me, I don't really have that complication. I mean, once I figured out what I wanted, figured out who I really wanted to be, and figured out what all that would take, I became like, this has been kind of the focus. This has been kind of the focus. This has been like the eye on the prize for me. I have no doubts, no second thoughts whatsoever. This is simply what I want, and I'm it is like this close now, and I'm not having any second thoughts or any doubts whatsoever. I'm absolutely fine. I'm absolutely fine, and I'm just I mean, I'm still nervous and anxious about starting all of that, but I'm not having second thoughts. I imagine like, in reason a lot of people might ask, like, do you have any doubts or any second thoughts? Like, no, I know this is what I want, and it's just a matter of just like getting through these last few hurdles, if you will, to get there. So yeah, so now I'm just gonna keep on passing time, I guess. All right, so it is almost 9 o'clock now, and I'm actually gonna go to sleep early because I have to wake up in the morning for work. I'm going in a half hour early, um, and the arrangement is I'm going to be getting out at 1 so I can get to my appointment downtown. Um, so yeah, I will probably I'll like my now the challenge is like now recording snippets throughout this very jagged day. So yeah, I'm just gonna go to sleep. It also doesn't help that I'm also very still kind of tired from my all nighter last night. So yeah. So like final thought. So like any final thoughts for tonight? No, I'm still fine. I'm okay. Not just nervous, excited. I'm probably not going to sleep that well tonight because I'm just so wound up and anxious. Like I'm not. It doesn't look like I'm like that way, but I like internally I am very like wound up and like oh my gosh, this is so exciting. So yeah, I thought I would honestly have more to say, but I don't really. So yeah, but yeah, I don't really have any final thoughts or anything else that I want to say. I'm just gonna call it. I'm just gonna call it a night, and I will pick this back up in the morning on the day of. So yeah, until then, good night, I guess. Okay, it is the morning of the 15th. It is almost 6 a.m. Um, I woke up not that too long ago, washed my face, did my hair. I know it doesn't look that great. Funny to think that after almost a whole year, I'm still like very much an amateur at doing and styling my own hair, but whatever, I could kind of care less. So yeah, pretty excited. So yeah, pretty excited. So now I just need to kill the next hour and a half before I have to go to work for the next couple hours and try to contain myself. And then what I'll be doing is coming back home to quickly get changed, grab everything that I need, and then head on downtown to the clinic where I don't think I'll be able to capture or film that much, but I will do what I can. So yeah, so and so yeah, until then. Okay, so I'm now home from my appointment. I know I look kind of gross and grungy. It is like 90 degrees outside. So yeah, I've been home from my appointment for a while now. I know I said I was gonna film part of it, but I didn't really get the chance to. Um, Something. I mean, it was mostly just like a press for time. Originally, I was supposed to get out of work early at 1, but due to like a little bit of like a time thing internally, I didn't actually leave the building until about 1:16. So I hauled ass home, quickly got changed, and then made my way down to the downtown to get to the clinic. And from there, like that whole journey was just kind of like a time thing of like, oh my gosh, am I gonna get there on time? Am I gonna get there on time? Am I gonna get there on time? Is everything gonna go okay? So I was really nervous and anxious, but I managed to make it on time, checked in nervously, kind of very, very patiently, but very nervously walked into the clinic walked in for my appointment. Sat down in one of those like I don't know like observation rooms or whatever they're called, and I just kind of patiently waited. A nurse came in to do the usual nurse stuff, check my blood pressure, check my weight, check my height, and ask me some questions. And then they even did like this. Apparently, this thing that they implement over at the clinic is apparently a profiling thing where they can get my preferred name and pronouns down officially. So instead of my legal information, they just use what I would prefer, which I think is super great, super accommodating. It was that was really nice. That was a really nice part of the process. So then I'm just sitting there, just waiting patiently, and then finally my endocrinologist comes in. I'm not going to give out his name, but I finally meet with my endocrinologist, and he was super nice, super friendly, super laid back, very casual. And me being a person who doesn't know how to come up with questions or ask questions, just he kind of just casually just kind of went just kind of very casually, just very cautiously, just kind of asked me some questions about how my transition, my process has been going, how I've been doing, and then just kind of very casually just diving into the details and minutia of how this works, what I should be aware of, side effects, a lot of stuff that I was kind of already aware of in my own personal research that I've done on my own time these many months. And it was pretty much simple as that. And then it was a very super formal meeting. And then my mother, who was with me during this appointment because she wanted to be there, then kind of interjected throughout, just asking all kinds of questions because her being a very concerned parent wanted to kind of know a lot of specific details, which I don't blame. I mean, I assume any parent would have a lot of questions, and she did, and I was definitely kind of surprised by how many gaps in her knowledge that I thought like, I could have sworn I told her this during some of our conversations, but in regards to this, because I like to keep my family informed about about my transition and my process to make sure that they're informed and that they're all comfortable. But yeah, everything gets addressed, everything gets said, and then next thing you know, I'm then told, okay, then we can schedule. It's like, okay, we can squeeze you in we can get you in for some lab work to get your blood work done, and then I was told like then within the week, if every once we get the results back and everything like that, we can then send you out a prescription and get you going on HRT right away. And I feel like, really, that quickly? I was expecting this to take like over the course of a couple more appointments, but no, apparently I was able to get this knocked out of there, or at least what I had been told by another person was I would at least have to schedule 2 other sessions, one for the blood work and then one with a follow-up. But no, it was as simple as, no, we can schedule in. It's like, no, you can head on over to the lab to do your blood work, and then once we get the results back, we can then, and if everything looks good, which apparently I assume everything will look good given the fact that my physical data is, pretty much in the good, everything looked good from what I was told. So then it was just a matter of getting the blood work to know the in-depth, I guess, details. Or well, I'm not a scientist. I'm not a medical professional. I don't really know what this stuff. So yeah, I'm supposed to be getting my results either within the day or tomorrow, and then just like that, I will then be set up with a prescription, which will then be sent out which will then be set up to the pharmacy that I chose for pickup, and I can start HRT. So yeah, ball definitely rolling a lot faster than I anticipated, which is still kind of a shock to me. But still kind of great. I did not imagine I'd be happening this quickly. I was expecting like a few more weeks, but no, it's happening this quickly. But yeah, my endocrinologist was super friendly, super nice guy, and not that I'd heard any negative things prior to meeting him, but I just wasn't sure what to expect because I just at most looked up his profile on the website for the clinic prior to that, but I didn't really know what to expect for actually talking with him in person. So meeting him, he was very nice, super friendly, super understanding, and super welcoming, which was very nice, which was really great. And yeah, it was super great. I'm going to be seeing him in about 6 months from now in January, I think, 6 months from now. So I'm looking, so that should be great. And then now I don't know. It's now like, how do I feel now that I've got like, okay, now I'm just waiting for the results of my blood work to go through, and then just waiting for my prescription to be sent out, and then I pick it up, and then I start HRT, where things are really going to change. So I think what's going on is like mentally I'm still processing some of that. Like I'm still processing just how sudden all of this is going down, rather than like, oh my gosh, this is all happening. Like I think I'm still like mentally processing some of this, and I'll have like a more like a gas reaction later. But no, I'm just happy. That's really all I have to say about it. I'm just happy. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to think about that for a while longer, and then I'm going to spend the rest of the evening just killing time and just waiting to hear back about the results tomorrow morning. tomorrow, and then just now just waiting throughout the rest of the week to see what happens next. So I'll probably until then I'm just gonna wait, I guess. So yeah, but in the meantime, I'm just gonna kill some time for the rest of the day because I honestly have no fucking clue what to do. So yeah. Okay, so it's actually getting late now. I really gotta stop looking at myself and looking into the lines. So it's getting late now, and I'm actually gonna go to sleep a little bit. I'm actually gonna go to sleep early because there's really not much else that I can do but wait. Yeah, all I can really do is just wait. It's basically back to business as usual until I hear from the clinic tomorrow or some point during this week with a call telling me, okay, this is the results of your blood work. And then, okay, here's what it's like. All right, here's where you can get. It's like, all right, here's what your prescription is going to be, and here's when you can get it. And then I will go from there and yeah, start that. So it's basically now just the waiting game until that point. So I guess I'm still just kind of like stuck in awe that this was originally supposed to be my consultation. This was originally just supposed to be a consultation appointment because I had been told in the past, like by other people, that it's like, oh, this is like a 3 appointment process. You're gonna go in for your consultation, you're gonna schedule your blood work, and then it's gonna be a follow up. Like, no, apparently I apparently got lucky and had all this knocked out in one session. So yeah, I am very fortunate. I guess I am immensely fortunate here. So and I'm great, and I'm beyond grateful for that. So yeah, I'm just gonna be playing the waiting game until I get that call. But I'm just I know I'm at a loss for words. I'm just stuck that originally was supposed to be just a consultation has now turned into, oh hey, now we can do the test, we can knock out all the testing right now, and then oh hey, now you can. It's like, okay, once we get the results back from the lab, we can then like figure out like, okay, this is how. It's like, okay, we can dial in. All right, this is what we're gonna start you out with. Here's when you can go pick it up, and then I can start hopefully this week. So yeah, I am not as giddy and excited as I was when I was first told that in like by my doctor, but now it's like, oh, it's still very much exciting, but all I can do really right now is just wait to hear back and get the specifics and just go in and start that. So like, funny how this originally was just supposed to be like me talking about my consultation is now turning into like, oh hey, now I'm gonna be starting hormone, let me talk about my experience about that. So yeah, so oh my goodness. So yeah, so now I'm just gonna play the getting away. I don't really know what else to say for that right now. I'm just gonna go to sleep and just try to actually get some rest and wait till the day, whether it's today, whether it's tomorrow, or just someday during this week, whenever I hear back from them within this week, and then just go by the pharmacy and do all that wonderful stuff. I'm going to try to document as much as I can, but again, I'm pretty much going back to work tomorrow. I'm just going business as usual until I get that call and all of that stuff happens. So in the meantime, yeah, I'm just going to go to sleep now. So until then. Okay, so today is July 17th. It's like a little past 1. So I just got a call earlier from the clinic that my lab results were in. So unfortunately, since I work a very busy work schedule, I had to call back on my break, and yeah, my lab results are in, they're great, and then now I'm going and everything's great, so I've now been prescribed my medication, and I am now on my way to the pharmacy to go pick it up. So yeah, I have to do this like during my break because I work a very busy schedule. For anyone that's curious, I'm an assistant teacher at a childcare center. I happen to work great around kids, and it's just something to do, keep me busy, pay the bills, that sort of thing. But I enjoy what I do. Anyway, I work a very busy schedule, so I have to, getting the call and everything. But now I'm on my way to the pharmacy to go pick up my prescription, and I am immeasurably excited for this. I don't think I can be heard really well because I have my windows open. But yeah, I am. Oh my gosh, this is exciting. I just have to make sure that I still focus and not like crash. It's also really funny right out here. It's like 80 something degrees out here. My hair is frizzy. I feel kind of gross. I'm also wearing a hoodie, which isn't smart, but whatever. I wear a hoodie no matter what. But, oh my gosh, I am just absolutely giddy and excited. So, all right. So I just now have to make my way over and go get it. Yeah. So really exciting. All right. So I'm leaving the pharmacy now, and I got my prescription. So I now just have to haul ass to work and haul back to work for the rest of the day, and then when I get home I will dive on into this. But yeah, I've got it. This is a very exciting moment for me, but very exciting moment that I'm spending in the heat of hot ass Michigan as I drive back for another couple hours of work before I finally get to really, I guess, enjoy the moment. But I'm fine. I'm good. I just feel really gross. I really need a shower, but I guess I just feel great. Nothing can kill my mood, regardless of how I'm feeling or looking presently. I feel great. I feel absolutely great. So, but I have to bust ass back now. So until then. Okay, so it is 7:40 now. It's almost 8 o'clock. It's really late. I've been home for a while now. I just showered, cleaned myself up, so my hair's all everything. I focus on the hair so much, but I really don't mean to. And I'm about to eat some food because I'm starving. But yeah, after several long months of waiting and persevering, I finally have my hormones, and I'm still kind of speechless. I thought I would have more of a reaction and more to say, but no, the moment's just here, and I am beyond happy. I am immeasurably happy. I can't recall the last time I was this insanely happy. And it's gonna keep on looking up from here, and I really don't know what else to say other than, yeah, it's finally here, and I can't wait to start this part of the journey and just see where the road takes me, I guess. So I guess for technical information reasons, because I'm not sure everything, so I'm kind of going, so so in my research I found that it's a very kind of deep and thorough process, but I guess it's either circumstantial or just a case-by-case thing, because for me personally, the way this panned out was I had my appointment on Monday, and I was able to get my blood work in after a day of waiting, I guess, them looking at the lab, or running it through the lab, getting the results, coming to the conclusions. My doctor finally realized, it thought okay, my blood looks good, let me put together the prescription, let me send it out. And I just got the call earlier today, as you saw, saying that okay, all right, these are the results of your lab, we can now we sent out your prescription, you are good to go to pick it up. And that's precisely what I did, and it's now basically just taking regular prescription medication. So I am on what is this? So I am on going to be on 2 milligrams of estradiol, which I will be taking once a day, and then I will be taking 50 milligrams of spironolactone twice a day, so once in the morning and once in the evening, and that's basically going to be my life now. So I'm not really sure how this would vary case by case thing. In my research, I found that this is something that some doctors kind of pace out, but I'm basically being kind of thrust into this all up front. I guess me being a young adult at 22 years old, I'm kind of just thrown into this, so I'm not really sure how it would work as a case by case thing or whatnot, but that's basically what I'm getting thrust into, and I'm pretty sure whatever happens, and I will be happy and content with the results, and just things will keep on looking up from there. So, yeah, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to be doing next. I now, like, so many things are going through my head, but all I know now is I have my medication, like, I have my hormones, and I am really excited to start. But I'm deciding to have some restraint and wait until the morning to take those, just so I don't have, like, an unbalanced, weird schedule. So I just have to kind of resist for one more night, and then I get to start that and just go from there. So yeah, this has been a very surprising turn of events. What I thought was going to be a process that might be stretched out for a few weeks turned into a very, like, this is a very quick one, and I'm just happy. I'm simply just happy. That's really all there is to it. So I'm not really sure what else to say other than like, there's obviously going to be more to come but thanks very much for sticking by me through this, I guess, phase of the journey of sorts, for this phase of the journey, and hopefully more of you will be a part, like, the same, like, more people, like, you'll be around for the next part of the journey, and hopefully I can continue to be, my awkward self, and, like, I can continue to be, positive thinking, forward moving, informative as I possibly can be, and just, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, I'm probably just tired and drained, but anyway, yeah, more stuff to come, but in the meantime, I'm just gonna rest and get ready to do this in the morning. So thanks very much for watching, and I will be back around later.